Precious Moments with her.
Good morning and welcome to Motivational Moments with Donna Hilfiger. I'm Donna Hilfiger and I'm so glad to be back on Fox 5. So thanks for joining me again, guys. And today I want to just pick up from where we left off last week. I'm talking about how to manifest what you want into your life and how to create the life that you want. And I want to start by giving you some examples, and I have so many people all over the world that I've told this story to, and I've had people just recently say, what was that story about your house? And I've had people come up to me and go, oh my gosh, Donna, I remember your house story, and they're jumping up and down, and you'll understand it in a minute, because years ago, we'd sold our house, needed to buy another house, and I just happened upon this house in this neighborhood. And I remember stopping my car in front of it and my mouth dropped and I said, one day I want a house just like that one. And we couldn't afford it. We ended up finding another house in another neighborhood and we stayed there several years and sold at the top of the market. And guess what? We needed a house. And I just happened upon this house in this same neighborhood and I was like, oh my gosh, I called my husband and I said, you're not going to believe this. Remember the house that I fell in love with several years ago that we couldn't afford? I said, we've sold our house at the top of the market. I said, let's go take a look at it. So we went to take a look at it. Long story short, he didn't like it. He goes, oh, Donna, it's nice, it's big, it's dated, it needs a lot of work. And I'm like, but there's some reason this house is on the market right when we've sold our house. So we looked at other things and he found one that he wanted and I really didn't want it. And I went back over to the house one more time and I sat in the driveway with my son in the vehicle with me and I called my husband and I was like, can we please make an offer on this house? And he said, honey, do whatever you want. That's one reason we've been married for all these years. And so I called the real estate agent and she said, Donna, the timing couldn't be worse. She said, the house is sold. She said they did a home inspection this weekend. The sellers are willing to fix everything that was on the list and it's a done deal. And I'm going, the money's not in the bank. It's not a done deal. So I hung up. I looked at my son and I said, I'll be right back. I got out of the car and I stomped my energy all over that property. I claimed that property. I'm telling you, the neighbors probably thought I was a crazy woman. I didn't care. This was my house and nobody was taking it. And I'm stomping my energy going, this is my house. This is my house. This is my house. I got on the diving board in the backyard, jumped up and down and said, this is my house. This is my house. I get back in the car and I looked at my son and I said, I know you think I'm crazy. He goes, no, the scary thing is I believe you. So I got in the car, left, never thought about it again. I knew something was going to go wrong because this was my house. Oh, let me tell you one more thing I did. When I got back in the car, I sat there and closed my eyes, and as much as I could remember in vivid detail of the rooms in the house, I decorated them with my kids' clothes, my kids' toys. I threw junk all over the floor just like my children were, as if we were living in that house. I put my feelings as if I was living in that house. The bathrooms were dirty, everything, just like the kids would leave it, as if we were living in the house, and I felt that. I sat there and I felt that. And if you listened to what I said last week, that feeling is what changes everything in your life. The belief and the feeling combined, that's where the magic happens. Long story short, it was, I don't know, it was maybe 3 or 4 days later, the real estate agent called me. Donna, in all my years of doing real estate, I've never seen anything like this. I said, really, like what? She said, over the weekend, the buyers were driving around the oceanfront, found something closer to the oceanfront, and the sellers are going to let them out of the contract, and they're going to give them their deposit back. And I'm going, of course they are, because it's my house. I know she didn't get it, but I got it because that was my house. And I'm no different than you are. It can work in your life just like it worked in mine. I've seen clients all over the world that come up to me and go, I used that same exercise. I did it with my job. I claimed that this is my job. This is my job. I went and stood on the property of where I wanted to work and jumped up and down and said, this is my job. And I believed it and I felt it in every cell in my body and I manifested that job. You can do it too. Decide today, what is it that I want to manifest in my life? And go after it. And I don't mean oh, just take a little action step. Maybe I can. I mean, go get it full force. Give it all you've got. And if it doesn't come, if you give it 110% and it doesn't show up at your front door, know that somebody is saving you from some situation that you do not want to be a part of. Because I'm telling you, if it's really yours to claim, if it's the relationship, the home, the career, whatever it is that you want in your life, if you go give it 110% of your energy and find people to support you, that is the quickest and fastest thing that's going to get you there. Get a support group around you, and if you can't find it in your own community or your own home, you can go online and find a great support group, but be careful online. But seriously, if you go looking for something, you will find it. Whatever we go looking for, that we believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that we're going to get, it shows up in our life every single time, good, bad, or indifferent. Because let me tell you, I can create a mess just as quick as I can create something really awesome. It's the juice that we put behind it. It's that energy and that belief. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have such a great takeaway from this show. I look forward to talking to you next week.